How are you today? I'm really happy because I am with a dear friend of mine. He's an excellent English teacher from Colombia. His teacher Drew, and I am really proud to have him as a guest. How are you
Thank you
doing
for having me
today,
on.
my friend?
I'm doing very well, Rod. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Let me start by saying that I found you on TikTok. I have watched a couple of your lives, and the job that you do is amazing. When did you decide to start studying English?
So back when I was like 14, 13 years old,
Mm-hmm.
uh, an uncle of mine decided to gift me a course. So that's how I started. And it stuck. Like, I really enjoyed it because I really like video games. And at the time I was playing a role playing game called RuneScape, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
spoke in English in that video game. So that kind of
Mm-hmm.
pushed me forward to
Mm-hmm.
to learn.
Yeah. So you self-taught
Well,
English?
partly. I
Yeah.
did some courses, and then it was
Mm-hmm.
pretty much my
Mm-hmm.
own work, I could say.
Because I can see on your live streams that you teach English at a very high level.
Well, thank you for saying it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
And how does it feel to have all those people making grammar questions and you watching the chat and writing on the board? How does it feel?
Well, it feels humbling, right? Like, to know that so many people want to ask me anything. It
Mm-hmm.
feels humbling for sure. Sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
can be nerve wracking. Sometimes they ask me questions I have no idea. And I
Yeah,
just tell them, listen, I just don't know right now. I don't want to give you the wrong answer. So let me double check, and I'll get back to you in another
of
video or in
course.
another live.
Of course.
Sometimes things escape us,
Yeah.
and it's just
We
human.
Yeah. What is a memorable moment as a teacher that you have that you could share with us?
Memorable moment as a
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah.
Well, definitely every term when my students pass their exams and they get promoted to a different
Mm-hmm.
level, or when a student tells me, "Oh, teacher, thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much. Thanks to
Yeah.
you, I got this really nice job I couldn't have gotten before if I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't speak English." That's really encouraging to feel like you're having an impact on people's lives, a positive impact at that, because speaking
Mm-hmm.
English can be the difference between making
Yeah.
$20,000 a year and making $50,000 a year. So
Yeah.
it's a significant improvement in someone's life.
Mm-hmm. And
It's
I
a
see.
commitment, right?
Yeah.
Languages are a
It's a
commitment. If you don't
commitment.
practice
Yes.
them,
Yes.
you
Yes.
forget them. So it's something
I
you got to do
agree.
every day, at least for 20 minutes. You don't have to do it for a long time. I
Yeah.
mean, of course, the longer the better, but
Yeah. What do you like to teach most when you are teaching English? Out of the four abilities of the language, which one is your favorite?
speaking for sure. I
Yeah.
like to have conversations with people.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Mm-hmm.
favorite thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would
Mm-hmm.
say speaking.
When it dawned on you that you needed to be an English teacher or you decided to be an English teacher?
Right. It wasn't so much a decision as like, okay, this is my vocation. This is what I want to do. It
Mm-hmm.
was more out of necessity. So I actually went to university to study chemical engineering and got
Wow.
my degree. But the opportunities to work as an engineer in Colombia are very limited, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And so, out of necessity, I had to work as a teacher
Mm-hmm.
while I looked for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got job offers, they were so lame and pathetic that I just couldn't take them because it was all
Mm-hmm.
matched by what I was doing already as a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Working from home, I was making more money as a teacher
Mm-hmm.
than I would as a junior engineer. So I just
Mm-hmm.
decided to stick to it.
Yeah,
And I'm not looking back. I don't regret my decision whatsoever.
of course. And do you teach or you are a teacher at schools as well in Colombia?
Right. So I do have some private students, but right now I'm mostly working with a company, a school in Florida. It's called Open
Okay.
Hearts Language Academy.
Uh-huh.
I've worked with them. So shout out to Open Hearts Language Academy. If you guys coming to Florida, you know where to
Great.
go.
Great. Great. Awesome. Awesome. Have you ever thought that you would come this far when you started learning English?
Oh, absolutely not. I have very little faith in myself when I started learning. So
Mhm.
sometimes you just don't got to think of an end result. Just focus on the
Mhm.
road, and one
Mhm.
step at a time, you might be surprised.
Yeah. Slow and steady go, right?
Yeah, long, steady she goes. That
Yeah.
comes from Great Britain
Yeah,
with
yeah,
their
yeah.
shifts, something like that, I think.
When you became a teacher and you have all this result, now you are getting popular on TikTok. How do you feel?
Well, sometimes it's a bit how do I say this? Like unreal. Like I can't
Yeah,
believe it. Like I check my follower count and it's like, wow, that's insane.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah.
why do all these people want to listen to me? And at times I didn't want to post videos because I thought there are so many people out there, so many
Hmm.
teachers that are way better than me, that teach
Hmm.
things way better than I do. And
Hmm.
that's like everybody has that inner voice that tells you, oh, it's not worth it. Just leave it. You just got to shut that guy up. Don't
Hmm.
let him tell you what to do. Just do it anyways,
Hmm.
right? Even if you think, oh, it's not worth it, maybe it is. Maybe somebody thinks you're the best. Maybe somebody will understand you and they wouldn't understand anybody else. Maybe you can make that difference. So post that video
Yeah,
and put yourself out there. And it's nice. I actually kind of, I, I have fun when I record those videos, when I do
yeah,
my lives. I wouldn't do them. I
yeah.
wouldn't do that if I didn't.
And let it go. I know that we're not going to be pleasing 100% of the people.
Oh
It's
yeah.
impossible. So do what you can. As a disabled person, as I told you, I don't have a lot of mobility to record my stuff. And so I had to find a way to teach English on the internet where I could make a difference. And I love telling people stories.
You're great
That's
at it.
why the flagship show on my channel are the interviews. I
I see.
record quick lessons, I go live with my friends, but I love telling people stories. I want to see people shine. I want the guests to shine. I want to tell their stories. I want to show them how important they are.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Through the interviews, people are going to learn at least the essence of the other person,
For sure.
you
May I
know?
say, I really enjoyed your interview with Bob the Canadian.
Oh,
I
thank you.
actually follow
Yeah.
him, and he teaches me a lot.
Mr.
So
Bob is a great, great friend, and Mr. Bob, if you are watching, this is my friend Drew from Colombia, and you have
big
another
fan.
fan here. He's such a humble person, and he's the same person in and off camera. What is something that pushes you to keep teaching, Drew?
Well, I guess I. It's weird, but I think of what if I die tomorrow? So what's my legacy, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
I want to know, hey, at least I helped some people.
yeah,
At least some people held something
yes,
thanks to me. So I think of that, right? I want to,
yes.
feel helpful, feel
Hmm.
useful, and feel like I
Yeah,
made a
yeah,
difference, even if it was a small one.
yes. What do you think the future holds for you?
Oh well, the future holds good things. My whole life doesn't go around teaching and English. I do other things as well, and
Hmm.
I'm very hopeful about the future. I hope
Hmm.
things pan out, and yeah, I think the future is good. I think the
Yeah,
future is good. I don't know what's going to happen, but
yeah.
I'm hopeful for sure.
What are your plans?
Good question. Well, I'm going to keep growing my TikTok channel. I've been thinking about opening some new slots for group classes or private classes.
Hmm.
And I've been thinking about starting my own course on YouTube, just like the same thing I do on my TikToks, just record one of those lessons and kind of organize all the knowledge I
Hmm.
can on YouTube and just leave it out there.
Hmm.
It'll stay there forever.
Hmm.
And maybe someone will watch it in 10 years and it's like, wow, this guy
Yeah.
really connects with me and I can learn with him.
So I'll share with you a story with my father. My father, my parents, and my wife, they are everything to me. My children, they are
As they
everything to
should.
me. I worked for a private English school in Brazil for 10 years. And one day, the principal of the school didn't want to have the school anymore.
Oh,
And my father told me, this is your time. You're going to have your own school because you are a good teacher. I know that. And your fiance believes in you. The principal believes in you. And we're going to open your own school. And I told my father, you're crazy. You're crazy. I have low mobility. I teach. I love to teach. I love English. And he went with me to a place. It was two suites. And he told me, your school is going to be here. And I told him, you're crazy again, because I'm not going to open a school. And he told me, come here. And then I get close to him and he showed me it had sliding doors. He told me, can you see those doors? Can you see these doors, actually? Because I was in front of the door. I said, yes. They open and close. When you open them, it's going to be one of the pivotal moments in your life. And if you need to close it, it will be no shame. Because
that's an inspiring guy.
because many of them open and close every day. That's not because you have a short mobility that you're not a good teacher. When you were very young, I told you, as long as you have the brains, your mother and myself were going to be your legs.
Wow, your dad is very inspiring, man.
And my school with my wife, who's an English teacher as well, is open for 17 years.
Wow. Congratulations, Rod. That's very good.
So when you said that you are thinking about opening your own stuff, do it. Don't lose the opportunity. Believe in yourself.
Thank you, Rod.
Because my father believed in me when I was even believing in myself.
Wow. I think I will. I think I will.
Do it. Do it. Just keep going, because we are exposed. We are on the internet. We are exposed to judgment. We are non-native speakers, non-native teachers, but we do our best.
Yeah, we do.
When we know that we can do our best, nothing can go wrong, you know? And my father taught me this. You are on the same track. So don't give up your dream. Don't give up your dreams. John Lennon once said, I know that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
Imagine. Great song.
Sure. What is the advice you can give my audience to keep studying English?
Right. Well, it just comes down to one thing, and it's well, two things actually. Be consistent, show up, study every day, interact with the language, and look up something that's called deliberate practice. If you're having difficulties with the present perfect, be mindful about it and focus your attention in improving that one thing. Right? That's what deliberate practice is. You practice toward a skill you want to improve, and you focus on it. If it's pronunciation, focus on pronunciation and actively try to improve. Don't just be passive about your learning process. You know, engage it, tackle the things that are hard. We got to do what's hard, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay. Doing things that are hard forges our character, and you'll feel much better afterwards.
What is your opinion about non-native English teachers?
Well, I've always thought we have one slight advantage over native teachers that teach their own language, and is that we learned the language. So we can empathize with our students a little bit more because we know how it was to learn that. We know how
Mm-hmm.
the struggle was. We know how it felt to feel dumb because
Mm-hmm.
you can't pronounce a certain word or because you can't put the sentence in the right order.
Yeah.
So that empathy, I think, gives us an edge when it comes to teaching.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Now we're going to the rapid round game.
All right,
I'm
let's
going.
go.
Okay, I'm going to start, and then I go in the hot seat, and you ask me whatever comes to your mind.
All right.
My first question for you is: teaching English is,
Fun.
Colombia is,
Fantastic.
the most beautiful word in English for me is,
Wow. Honor.
how do you describe yourself?
Mm, very demanding to himself and perhaps too judgmental on himself as well, but a good guy. Drew's a good guy.
Yeah,
I would be friends with myself.
friends are.
Vital.
Okay. My next station will be,
Um, my next station will be higher, I hope, or greater.
okay. Now you can ask me whatever you want.
All right, I'll try to do something similar.
Yeah,
Okay. Family is
my foundation.
cryptocurrency is.
Weird.
There you go. The world is.
An oyster.
If I could be an animal, I would be.
A dog.
And if I could go back in past, I would change.
When I couldn't say goodbye to my grandmother properly because she has licked my wounds when I was hurt, and she knew how to do it.
Oh
I
wow.
miss
Okay.
her very much.
That's why we gotta appreciate the people while they're there
Yeah.
and let them know.
Mhm.
Let them know I love you.
But she had a stroke and she was in bed for many years. And when she passed away, I couldn't tell my proper goodbyes. And
Sorry
that's
about that.
something I miss. But she knows how much I love her, and I will love her forever. And
Fantastic. Thank you so
okay,
much. Loved your
um,
answers.
okay. Thank you for your questions. We're heading to the end of the interview. I would talk to you for hours and hours if I could, because it was a wonderful conversation, and I knew it would be.
Oh, thank you.
Uh, but for every guest, I have a sentence, a quote, a takeaway. And for you is never stop being a dream chaser.
Okay. I like that.
Don't let anyone or any hurdle not allow you to go through whatever you have to go through. Just get the opportunity and go. Keep going because you are absolutely on the right track. And when you come down to Brazil, let me know and come visit us.
All right, Rod. Thank you so
It
much
will
for your
be a pleasure
hospitality.
to have you here. All right.
Thank you so much, Rod.
This was my friend Drew. All his contacts are going to be in the description box below. I hope you liked it as much as I did. See you next week. See you. Thank you.
Hello, it's Rod's friend here, Gino from Real Everyday English. Sorry for interrupting your video. I just want to make a quick recommendation that you subscribe to Rodrigo's channel. He's an amazing guy, he's so humble, he's so dedicated, and he creates absolutely fantastic content. See you people soon. Bye bye, God bless.